What's up, guys? Back in me here. We got Death Note Season 1, Episode 4, Pursuit. Okay, so, as intro, I want you to subscribe. 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 I want you to subscribe to the channel. I want you to subscribe to the channel. We've been doing this for a long time. And we have been doing this for a long month. I want you to subscribe. 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 Anyway, yeah. So we got Death Note Season 1, Episode 4, Pursuit. Okay, so this episode starts off in the Shinigami realm. The Shinigami realm, sorry. With the Shinigami realm with the Shinigamis, and they're like, where's Ryuk? Like he'd ever get himself attached to a human, and he's like, yeah, well, who want to be someone doing boring like that? And he's like, and one of the other guys like, I saw he has 2 Death Notes, and he's like, I never know what's up with that guy. So then we go to the end of the last episode where Ryuk was like, hey, what do you want to do? Like, do you want the Shinigami eyes or not? And to, see another person's lifespan and take remaining of light. But Light's like, Ryuk, that's out of the question. If you were able to give him like waiting to see what the deal, but he was like, it would just give you more trouble with the police. And he's like, it was just a joke, Ryuk. And yeah, so then we see with the police and L and yeah, and the police and L and all this stuff, and basically yeah, so the police, the L, Light, and then L is still looking into who Kira is. Yeah, that's how they say it. They don't say Kira, they say Kira, and I know it's weird, but Japanese. Even English, Japanese. Yeah, they're still looking into Kira and all that, and all his stuff, and how his attack, and how what he's doing is, like personal, and how it's, yeah. So then we go with like Light, and he's like, and he's yeah, he's like, what, he's gotta figure out what to do, like he's gotta figure out like who's following him. So he's like, he calls this girl, and he's like, hey, do you want, and yeah, there's like this drug dealer that he talks about, and he calls girl, we don't get her name, but he's like, hey, you want, so he's like, oh, date, and he's like, so yeah, so let me see that guy who, who was following, I think he was, yeah, we see this guy, and he gets on the what is it called, the train, yeah, the train, like the bus with Light, and then this criminal comes, and he takes control of the bus, and he's like, if you guys don't do anything, I'm gonna shoot y'all, basically. Yeah, I know, it got dark real quick, and the guy, and Light's like saying, Light's saying over here, like saying, hey, how could we trust this guy, the guy that's sitting behind them, and he's like, what do you mean? He's like, in these moments, there's always like a guy that comes in, and there's like a guy that comes, like his accomplice, and the girl next to him is like, Light, you really think this guy could be an accomplice to the shooter? And he gives him his badge, and he's like FBI. He's really working with the FBI. And he looks at the name, and his name is Ray Pember. And yeah, because he was thinking of taking the gun out of the guy's hand. It was weird. There's a scene where he talks about it. Light's mouth is not moving at all, not in the scene, where he's saying, I will just take the gun out of his hands, and the guy's like, hey, don't be risky. Like, dude, how'd you hear what he said? His mouth was not moving at all. Light's mouth was not moving at all in the scene that I saw, and he was able to move and he was able to hear what he said. Light writes in the, takes a piece of paper and drops it, and the guy touches it, and he's able to see Ryuk, and he's like, interesting. Light gave him a piece of paper torn out of the death note. Meaning this guy can see me. And yeah, and he starts shooting at him, and the guy's like, and Ray Pember's like, oh no, this guy's hallucinating, and then he just walks out, and then the criminal gets hit by a car, and Light's like, oh, that criminal got an accidental death, and at the end we just see. I'm not going to show it. I'm not going to talk about it. The scene was so graphic, it just showed blood. That's a graphic scene, and that's the way they end this episode. With a graphic scene that is, so creepy. The guy was so horrified. He was so horrified by seeing Ryuk. He did not see where he was going, and he saw Ryuk. He did not see where he was going, and he saw Ryuk, and he was so afraid that he died accidentally. And basically that wraps up the episode. Okay. Really good episode of Death Note. I really like this one. Really like this episode. The ending was graphic, with the blood and them showing the blood, and that's the end of the episode. That was graphic. But anyway, like, comment, subscribe. If you like my new intros where I do my own subscribe thing, say which song you want next. I'll do it. I'll do this song, say what you want next, and I'll sing it in my own subscribe fashion. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe. I hope you guys have a wonderful night. I'll see you next Death Note for some more scenes.